disappointed and tough L to take. They're all tough, but the way this L came about, very, very disappointing for us as a team. To be in a situation where we have a lead for 35 minutes of the game and not come away with a win with the way that we played early on, it's just tough, A lot of people turn and look at the last play of the game, but to me, throughout the last 5 to 6 minutes of the game, we didn't go meet the basketball a couple of times. We didn't square up strong with the basketball. We had opportunities to step to the free throw line and knock some free throws down and create some space, and we didn't do that. And, they continue to battle, created some good fortune by banking that one in from that angle.
Coach, they scored 18 points, the final minute 16 of the game. I mean, what comes to your mind when I tell you that's that right there?
Well, obviously we didn't guard well. We didn't guard well, and then on the flip side, we didn't take advantage of the scoring opportunities we had, especially from the line.
You played a lot. How much does missed free throws erode confidence in those kind of situations, Danny?
I think each individual is different. I think a lot of it is based upon your genetic makeup, and so we can't answer that one in that regard. But as a competitor, as a former player, you got to find a way.
I was thinking more of the team, confidence of the team.
Yeah, I don't necessarily believe that. I played with guys that missed free throws, and I wasn't going up there thinking, oh, he missed, I'm going to miss. So.
Danny, as UVA's headed up the court for the final time, are you at least thinking it's a small victory that you've got the ball out of Brogdon's hands? They obviously didn't get him on a rush there.
Well, they threw the ball almost to half court. That was our first mistake. And then we were late on the closeout, which is our second mistake. Brogdon played, a great ball game, and he made some timely shots. A lot of those guys on their team made timely shots, but they continued to battle, and we didn't finish.
So how does your team respond to heartbreak like this, Dan?
I hope they don't sleep tonight. I hope it burns. I hope they stay up all night tossing and turning, and that's what I told them.
Coach, you being in the position that you're in, how do you make sure you don't lose the locker room off a loss like this?
Well, I don't think you lose a locker room after a loss like this, because a lot of these mistakes you give Virginia credit, but they were, some of these for us, like not going to meet the basketball, not being strong with the basketball. Some of those things are self-inflicted. And, we try to harp and talk about attention to detail throughout our practice, and we have to continue to do that, but we also have to get better at it.
We've talked several times about not putting together 40 minutes of basketball. This probably is your most sustained effort. Probably, you would argue, maybe 35 minutes of good basketball, but still wasn't enough, right?
35-28, and it was enough in terms of playing at the level that we played at if we do a better job with the details.
Stuck Dino's in defensively late in the game. Put him in. He got a deflection, got a steal, made some free throws, did some good things for you down the stretch on defense, right?
Yeah, he did some good things, but I mean, we didn't, we didn't do enough.
Would you consider this a disastrous collapse, and have you ever had a situation like this during your coaching career?
Oh yeah, man, I'm almost 50 years old. I've seen a lot of basketball. And this does not define your season. This does not define the week. It just means that we had an opportunity, and they capitalized on mistakes, and we didn't.
What did you think you guys did well to get in the position to have that big lead headed down the stretch?
Well, I thought we shared the ball well. The ball moved. In the first half, when we were able to get the ball into the paint, I think we had 26 points at half, and the majority of those resulted in the ball getting to the paint. And then whether we're scoring the ball or kicking it back out to create some offense. So, I thought we did a good job with that. I thought guys made some timely shots early on in the middle of the second half. But, you know, all that doesn't matter. We lost the ball game.
It's a general prognosis for Devin Thomas at this point, from what you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't expect them to come back, and so I'm running out of the tunnel. Well, actually heard the crowd, by the way, who was great again for us tonight, and we really appreciate that support. But when Devin came out of the tunnel, I heard the roar, and you know, I just told him, he sat down for half a second and told him to go back in, and you know, he battled for us tonight like he does every night.
Coach, barring the last 90 seconds, was there some sort of comfort level that your team had playing against this style of play that Virginia brought you guys, and that's why you guys were able to be in this game? Is there something about that?
I mean, our league is a very tough, competitive league. We've got a lot of teams that are ranked very high, and you know, we've shown glimpses and flashes that we can play with them. It's just a matter of finishing ball games, and you know, we have to sustain that mindset of a focused battle throughout the entire game.
It happened so early, so I doubt it was all that influential, but I've never seen technical white wave dog. Would you give me any explanation for why that technical the first time?
It was not, you were talking about when we were taking the ball out of bounds and it was touched, they said that was you get a warning for the first one.
Okay.
You get a warning for the first one. If I was thinking, I probably should have had us do that at the end of the game.
There you go.
You know, they didn't have it, you know, one guy down there who could run the baseline. So I don't know if we'd be able to keep up with them and get to it. But I mean, that's something where, you know, in the games, that's what teams are going to start doing. When you're late, especially when you're taking it out on the side.
They had a warning.
Yeah, just hit the ball. It's a warning.
Is there somebody that called for the check at the time in that last play, or is that just the officials did on their own volition?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure Tony would like for him to check it because he was out of timeouts, and that's just you know, an old ploy. But you know, we got to huddle up too, so no one gained an advantage. All right.